Hello all, myself Dr. Shanti Verma. In today's tutorial, I am going to discuss creating data frames using pandas in Python programming. Let's first discuss the learning objectives of this session. At the end of this session, you are able to understand pandas library and its uses. You are also able to create a data frame using lists, dictionaries and ND array. And at last, you are able to summarize your data frame. Now let's first discuss what is pandas. Pandas is a basically data analysis library that is built on top of the NumPy, and basic abbreviation for the pandas is a panel data system. This library is used in production in many companies. Basically, pandas is the ideal tool for the data scientist. Scientists use pandas for managing, cleaning, analyzing and modeling data. With the help of pandas library, they also organize the data in the form of the suitable for plotting or tabular display. Now let's discuss what is data frame. Basically, a Python data frame is a data structure containing an ordered collection of columns. Each column may hold either a numeric value or a string value or a boolean value. Basically, data frame has both row indexes and the column indexes. Now, how to create data frame? With the help of the pandas library, we can create data frame using the various inputs like a list, dictionaries, series, numpy's arrays and another data frame also. Now first discuss how to create a empty data frame. To create an empty data frame, you have to first import the pandas library. For importing the pandas library, you can write import pandas as pd, where this pd is a aliasing name for panda library. Now for creating the empty data frame, you have to use a data frame method of panda library. For that, you have to write pd.dataframe, and if you print this df variable, you can see here that column and indexes with non-list are created. That shows the creation of the empty data frame. Now how to create data frame from list? To creating data frame from list, we have to pass the list within the data frame method. In this example, you can see that I first import a pandas library, then I have to declare a one list. This list have element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For creating a data frame using list, I have to pass this data in the data frame method. Now if I print this df, you can see there first column is created having the index value 0 and the values of the list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the indexes are for the values are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the row indexes for the particular value. Now, let's take another example for creating a data frame using list. In this example, I take a list within the list. You can see here, this is a one list, second list and third list. These all are under the one main list. For creating the data frame, I use here pd.dataframe. Now, I pass the list. Next, I have to name the columns. For naming the columns, I have to pass the column name as a list. Here, the first column name is name and second column is a age. Also, I want that the values of the age is in the form of float type. So, I write another parameter, that is d type equals to float. Now, if I print here df, you can see that the column names are assigned. First is a name, second is a age. These are the row indexes values, and the name are Alex, Bob and Clark, and the age are in the form of the float type. So basically d type parameter changes the type of age column in the floating point. Now, how to create data frame from dict of ND arrays. Basically, all the ND arrays must be of the same length. If index is passed, then the length of the index should equal to the length of the arrays. And if you don't pass any index, then by default index will be the range of n, where n is the array length. Now let's take one example. In this example, you can see that again I import the pandas library. Now I have to declare a dictionary. For declaring a dictionary, I use this curly braces. Within this curly braces, I declare elements of the list dictionary. The first key is a name having the values Tom, Jack, Steve and Ricky, that is in the form of the list. Second key value is a age having the values 28, 34, 29 and 42 in the form of the list. Now, if I want to create data frame, then I have to write print data frame and pass this data as a parameter. Now you can see that this age and name column is automatically created, and age having the values 28, 34, 29 and 42, while name has the values given in the form of the list. You have to observe the values 0, 1, 2, 3, that are the default index assigned to each using the function range of n. Now let's discuss how to give the row indexes name. For that I take here one example. In this example you can see there that the same previous example is used. Only the difference is that in data frame I pass another parameter, that is the index, and index I pass that rank 1, rank 2, rank 3 and rank 4. These are basically the row indexes that I want to assign with the data frame. In the output, you can see that this rank 1, rank 2, rank 3 and rank 4 is assigned as a row indexes in the data frame. So, you have to observe that index parameter assigns the index to the each row. Now, let's discuss how to create a data frame from list of dictionaries. Basically, the list of dictionaries can be passed as an input to create a data frame. The dictionary keys are the default taken as a column names. In this example, you can see that I basically take one list, and within the list I declare a dictionary. In dictionary, you can see that having the first key value A, the value is 1, B and value is 2. The another dictionary is A having value 5, B having value 10 and C having value 20. It should be noted that in first dictionary there are only 2 key values, while in the second dictionary there are the 3 key values. Now for creating a data frame, I have to pass this data in the data frame method. Now if I print this df, you can see the output that A, B, C column is created, that are the key values of the dictionaries. With index 1, the A value is 1 and A is 5, B is 2, that is here, and B is 10. In the first dictionary there is no C value, so it takes a not a number, and another in another dictionary C value is 20, so it takes a 20 here. You have to observe that not a number is appended in the missing areas. Now, how to create a data frame from dictionary of series? Basically, a dictionary of series can be passed to a data frame as an input, and these input and the index is the union of the all the series indexes that we passed. In this example, you can see that I have to create a one dictionary with key values as a series. So, this is the first key value, and the value for this key is a pd.series, that this is a series having the values 1, 2, 3, and the index value for this series is a B, C. Now for second key value is 2. The values are 1, 2, 3, 4, and indexes are A, B, C, D. Now, if I create a data frame using passing the D in the data frame method, you can see here that A, B, C, D is a row values that created here as a indexes, row indexes. 1, 2 that we I passed in as a key are created as a column name. 1, 2, 3 in the first series, and in the second series 1, 2, 3, 4. In the first series there is no D value, so it takes here a not a number value. So you have to observe that for the series 1 there is no label, but in the result for the D label and the not a number is appended with the NaN value. Now, how to summarize the data frame? To summarize the data frame, describe function is used. Basically, the describe function computes the summary of statistics pertaining the data frame columns. Here I take a one example. You can see in this example, I first create a dictionary of series. In this, there is a dictionary, and first key value is a name having the series value, these names. The second is key value is a age having this age values, and third is a rating having this rating values. Now I have to create a data frame. Now for printing the summary or summarizing the data, I have to write print df dot describe. Now in the output you can see that basically two columns are there, that is the age and rating. The name function is not included in the describe function because name have the string input, so these values are not summarized, only age and rating are summarized. You can see here that various different types of summary statics are calculated, like count, mean, standard deviation, median, minimum, quartiles, etc. This function gives you the mean, standard deviation and the IQR values, and function excludes the corrected columns and gives summary about the numeric columns. Basically include is the argument which is used to pass the necessary information regarding what columns need to be considered for the summarizing. So if you don't want to summarize all the column, you can use the include. Take the list of the values. By default all these must be a number. On the basis of the different types of creating data frames using pandas, I give you a two question as assignment. First, to write a program in Python to create a data frame using dictionary and summarize the data frame. Explain the output of describe function. Second is to explain different ways to create data frame using pandas in Python. For more learning, you can refer these references. Thank you.